Okay, so linear convolution via circular convolution. Again, matrix method only. Here some conditions are different because here both samples has to be of same length. Length in the sense number of samples of x1 of n and number of samples of x2 of n has to be same. Okay, otherwise you have to insert zeros. Okay, so let us take first an example with the same length of the input signal x1 of n and x2 of n. Okay. So what it is done here, we have two signals x1 of n and x2 of n. So x2 of n will be taken first. The sample of x2 of n will be taken first. Okay, and that will be written as the first column of the matrix. You can see x2 of 0, x2 of 1, x2 of 2 up to x2 of n minus 1. So this will be written as the first column of the matrix. Now in the second column what you will do, you are shifting it. You are assuming these samples are on the periphery or the circumference of a circle. You are just interchanging the position. So when you shift one sample, the other samples also will change their position in the circular manner. Okay, so the same thing happening here. So when I shift the position of one of the element, the other elements also will get shifted. So x2 n minus 1, which was at the bottom of the first column, that will shift to the first element in the next column, and x2 of 0 will change its position to the below that. So everything will get shifted by one position. Okay, now coming to the third column, you can see the last element here, it was x2 of n minus 2. That will go first, and the one which was at first will shift down. So like that, keep on shifting. So how many elements are there? That many times you have to shift. If 4 elements are there, then 4 shifting will happen. That is 4 columns will come in the first matrix. Okay, now the second matrix you will be writing it as a column matrix, which is of the elements x1 of n. Okay, so x2 of n will be shifted circular wise and will form the first matrix, and x1 of n will form the first matrix. Then multiply them to get the third matrix, x3 of n. So this is the circular convolution using matrix method to obtain the third signal. So let us take an example, x1 of n and x2 of n. So x1 of n starts from x of 0, whereas x2 of n starts from also x2 of 0 only. So both are starting the elements of the sequence are starting from origin in both cases. Now x2 of n will be written in the matrix, the first matrix. You can see the elements x2 of n is 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the elements of x2 of n, whereas x1 of n is the elements 2, 1, 2, 1. So these are x1 of n, this is x1 of n. Okay, and the other one is x2 of n. 1, 2, 3, 4 is x2 of n. Okay, now you are shifting it in by one position. So 4 will come first. Now the remaining 1, 2, 3, 4 will shift down. The next case, 3 will come first, then 4, 1, 2 will shift downwards. Next it is 2 will come first, then 3, 4, 1 will shift down. Then the last case, only 4 times it will. By that time it will have changed its positions by 3 positions, isn't it? 1 will shifting here, 1 position shifting, 4 will shift here, then 3 will shift here. Okay. So 3 times you have to shift the position of the signals. Then you need to multiply them to obtain your output sequence. Just multiply them. You will obtain 14, 16. 14, 16 is the multiplication of these two matrices. So the first element will be y of 0. First element is y of 0 is 14 only. So finally you have to write here y of n is equal to 14, 16, 14, 16. Indicates the origin. Here also, since x1 of n and x2 of n both starts from the origin, 0 plus 0, here also it will start from the origin. Now, when the sequence has different samples, and let us take the one which you have solved just now for linear convolution. You have solved the example, that is the elements are -1, 1, 2 and -2, and h of n is 0.51, -1, 2, the one which you solved for the test just now. The same thing, the same sequence, you can perform circular convolution, but here the problem is that one sequence is having only 4 samples and the other sequence is having 5 samples. Okay, so you cannot multiply a 5 element with a 4. So you have to insert zeros. So how you will insert zeros is, so the number of samples, in such case, the number of samples for the output sequence will be n1 plus n2 minus 1. Okay, when both are equal samples, then no problem. Your output sequence also will be 4 only. Here, like in this case, 4 are the number of samples of x2 and x1. So your x3 also will be having 4 samples. But if they are different, the total number of samples of the output sequence, how you will find out using the same formula, n1 plus n2 minus 1. Then, so let us take the case. So your inputs are here -1, 1, 2 and -2. Your h of n is 0.5, 1, -1, -1, 2, 0.75. Okay, so this is the sequence to which you have to do the circular convolution, but you can see the number of samples. Yes.
Can you just show the last previous slide, the how to form the sequence for y and yfn?
What I told again, I'll repeat once again. We have two signals, x1 of n, okay, x1 of n and x2 of n. You have to do the circular convolution of these two signals. So circular convolution, normally the symbol indicated is star will be there, but you have to put a round around that. Okay, x1 n star x2 of n. In that star you have to put a circle. So that circle indicates the circular convolution. Okay, so you have to do the circular convolution of x1 of n and x2 of n. So what you are going to do, x2 of n will be taken as the element of the first matrix. Okay, so the first element you will write here, this is x2 of n. Okay, now in the second column you will shift the element by, like in a circle. If I have a circle here, okay, I have position here, it is x1 of, sorry, x2 of 0. Okay, next I have, in this position I have x2 of 1. Okay, next I have x2 of 2. Next position I have x2 of 2. Next I will have x2 of 3. Okay, here I will have x2 of 3. That is why it is not a circular convolution. So here x2 of 3. Now what I am going to do here is I am just shifting anyway. So just draw a circle and try to put what is happening. Any idea? The pointer. Okay, pen it should. Still it is taking that. So we, in that circle you have to position each 4 samples, you position at the circumference and shift it in the anti-clockwise direction. So here x2 of n, x2 of 0. So what is the last element? It is x2 of 3. Here the last element is x2 of 3. Okay, so when I shift x2 to this position, what will happen? This will come in this position, isn't it? x2 of 3 will come in the x2 of 0 position, and the one which was here, it will shift here, and the one which was here, it will shift here. Okay, this way keep on shifting the position. Aniket, are you able to follow what I am telling?
Yes, ma'am.
So that only happened to x2, and shifting it, how many times you have to shift? 3 times. That means x2 of 0 will come here. Okay, next it will come here, second, then the third. By fourth shift you will get the same sequence, same first element only. So 3 times you have to shift it. Okay, now you will obtain that first matrix, which will be a 4 by 4 matrix. Then multiply it with the second sequence matrix, which is x1 of n. Okay, so multiply them and obtain the signal x3. Got it? So same thing.
Ma'am, so the resultant matrix form, that is the final y of n.
Yes, x3 of n will be having number of samples will be 4 only in this case.
So the first row will be the origin one only, y of 0.
First element, sorry.
For this 14 number, first row, first column, the first one, resultant one, 14. That will always be kept as y of 0 only, no, ma'am?
Yes, why? Because y of 0, x1 of 0, the elements you can see here, x1 of n is also starting from origin, and x2 of n also will be starting from origin. Suppose here, if the element was starting from here, instead of this, if this was at here, then what will be the origin of that? Here it is 0 and here it is minus Second case, if the, what will be the first element position if I change?
-2.
-2. So -2 plus 0, it will be -2. Then your element will be, first element, it will be y of -2. Understood? Y of -2 will be 14, y of -1 will be 16, y of 0 will be 14, and y of 1 will be 16.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Since in this case both were starting at origin, that is why I took y of 0 as 14, y of 1, then y of 2, and y of 3. Okay. We'll stop it. So we will take the case with a different number of samples, the one which you have solved for the test. There you have to go for some difference is there. You have to change it to 8 number of samples, because here how you decide, depending upon, here 5 samples are there, here 4, so they are not they are not equal. So you have to go to the next highest sample, that is n1 plus n2 minus 1. So that many number of samples, 4 plus 5, that is 9, 9 minus 1, 8. So you have to make it 8 number of samples. So how you can make the 4 sample to 8, add zeros. Here also you have to add 3 zeros. Second case you have to add 3 zeros. First case you have to add 4 zeros. Okay. We'll do later. Those who are signed attendance can leave.